That furnished one-bedroom you're eyeing on Airbnb for $1,800 a month? The local teacher living 2 floors above you signed a lease for the exact same layout for $600, and she'd laugh if she knew what you were paying. Here's the thing nobody tells you before you move abroad. The gap between what Airbnb charges and what a local landlord charges for the exact same apartment can be absolutely staggering. We're talking sometimes 40, 50, even 70% less per month when you sign a proper lease. That's not pocket change. Over the course of a year, that difference could fund an entire extra month of travel, a new laptop, or honestly just a much more comfortable life. But making that transition is where most expats stumble, and the mistakes people make in those first few months can follow them for years. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you've been in Lisbon, or Chiang Mai, or Medellin for about 3 weeks. You've figured out the grocery store, you know which coffee shop has the best Wi-Fi, and you're starting to feel like you actually live there. Then you start casually browsing local rental listings online, and immediately notice prices that seem almost too good to be true. That instinct you just felt in your stomach? Trust it. Because the rental market in almost every popular expat city in the world has 2 layers. One for tourists and short-termers, and a completely different one that runs underneath, where locals and long-term residents actually find their homes. Getting access to that second layer is exactly what we're going to walk through today. Now, before we get into the tactical stuff, I want to address something that comes up constantly in expat forums and Facebook groups. People ask whether it even makes sense to commit to a lease when you're still figuring out if you love a place. That's a completely fair question, and the honest answer is it depends on where you are in your nomad journey. If you're still city hopping every 3 weeks, then no, a lease probably isn't your move yet. But if you've been somewhere for at least a month, you're genuinely enjoying it, and you can see yourself staying for 3 to 6 months or more, then every additional day in an Airbnb is essentially a tax you're paying on indecision. And the numbers really do matter here. In a city like Tbilisi, Georgia, a furnished one-bedroom apartment on a 6-month lease might run you somewhere between $300 and $500 a month. The equivalent Airbnb for the same time period could easily cost you double that. In Southeast Asia, the math gets even more dramatic. The point isn't just about saving money, it's about shifting from a tourist mindset to a resident mindset. And that shift changes everything about how you experience a place. Empirely is an all-in-one platform designed to help you build and scale your online business with ease. It features a robust suite of tools, from ebook creation and funnel building to task management and client booking, all hosted under one roof. Check out Empirely using the link in the description below to streamline your workflow. So here is exactly what this video is going to cover. First, we are going to break down how to actually research local rental markets like someone who has done this before, not like someone who just Googled the city name. Second, we're going to talk about rental contracts, what to look for, what to never sign without understanding, and the clauses that have burned expats over and over again. Third, and this is the part I know you need to hear, we're going to go deep on expat rental scams, how they work, who runs them, how to spot them from a mile away, and what to do if you think you're already in one. Here's a quick truth bomb before we dive in. The rental scam industry targeting expats and digital nomads is genuinely sophisticated. These are not amateur operations. Some of them have professional-looking websites, fake landlord personas with social media profiles going back years, and beautifully staged apartment photos lifted from legitimate listings in the same city. The people running these operations know exactly how to exploit the combination of excitement, urgency, and unfamiliarity that comes with moving to a new country. They know you want to stop paying Airbnb prices. They know you're in a rush. And they know you don't fully understand the local systems yet. That knowledge is their weapon, and your awareness is your shield. But here's the genuinely good news. Every single one of those scams has tells, patterns that repeat across cities, across countries, across different types of listings. Once you know what you're looking for, you start seeing those red flags before they cost you anything. And on the flip side, once you know how to find legitimate listings and connect with real landlords through the right channels, you'll be shocked at how straightforward the process actually is in most cities. The expat housing upgrade journey, from flexible Airbnb freedom to the stability and savings of a real lease, is one of the most impactful practical moves you can make in your life abroad. And the people who do it right don't just save money. They build real roots in their adopted city. They get invited to local events. They meet their neighbors. They find the hidden restaurants that never show up on any travel blog. They actually start living there instead of just staying there. So if you're ready to stop hemorrhaging money on short-term rentals and start building a real life wherever you've chosen to plant your flag, even temporarily, then stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to navigate any local rental market, how to read a lease contract with confidence, and how to never fall for an expat rental scam again. Let's get into it.